Hello everyone, welcome to another series of today's GK. Let's begin with previous day's practice question. Question was, who among the following became the first ever woman to be elected to the Nagaland Legislative Assembly? Renuka Devi Barkataki, Hekani Jakhlu, Gul Akhtara Begum or Pramila Rani Brahma? The correct answer is option B, Hekani Jakhlu. Recently, the National Democratic Progressive Party or NDPP's Hekani Jakhlu became the first ever woman to be elected to the Nagaland Legislative Assembly. She received 45.16% of the 31,874 votes in the constituency. She studied at Lady Shri Ram College for Women and Delhi University's Faculty of Law. She went on to do an LLM from the University of San Francisco. Hence, option B is correct. Nagaland State Legislative Assembly has 60 seats. Nephew Rio is set to assume office as Chief Minister for a fifth consecutive term after a convincing win. Now let's begin today's session. Kangra tea is a registered geographical indications or GIs. It belongs to which of the following states of India? Assam, Himachal Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh or Haryana? The correct answer is option B, Himachal Pradesh. A total of 429 GIs have been registered as of today, that is 6th March in India, including 31 foreign products. The Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade said in its annual report 2022-23. Kangra tea is a registered geographical indication or GI. Kangra tea is a tea from the Kangra district in Himachal Pradesh, India. Therefore, option B is correct. Both black tea and green tea have been produced in the Kangra Valley since the mid-19th century. India enacted the Geographical Indication of Goods Registration and Protection Act 1999 in order to comply with the obligation to World Trade Organization. The Geographical Indications Registry is located in Chennai. This act is administered by the Registrar of Geographical Indications, that is Controller General of Patents and Designs. Next question is, Controller General of Accounts or CGA derives his mandate from which provision of the Constitution of India? Article 110, 120, 140 or 150? The correct answer is option D, Article 150. Recently, the Controller General of Accounts or CGA has celebrated the Civil Accounts Day. The Civil Accounts Day was celebrated to mark the 47th Foundation Day of Indian Civil Accounts Service or ICAS. CGA derives his mandate from Article 150 of the Constitution. Article 150 states that the accounts of the Union and of the states shall be kept in such form as the President may prescribe. CGA in the Department of Expenditure, Ministry of Finance is the principal accounting advisor to Government of India. It is responsible for establishing and maintaining a technically sound management accounting system. Therefore, option D is correct. This statutory mandate, as incorporated in the Allocation of Business Rules 1961, brings out the duties and responsibilities of CGA as below. General principles of government accounting relating to union or state governments and form of accounts, reconciliation of cash balance of union government with Reserve Bank in general, and overseeing the maintenance of adequate standards of accounting by central civil accounts offices. Next question is, in the context of government schemes and policies, Samarth is associated with which of the following ministries? Ministry of Mines, Earth Sciences, Home Affairs or Textiles? The correct answer is option D, Ministry of Textiles. Samarth is a demand-driven and placement-oriented umbrella skilling program of Ministry of Textiles. Hence, option D is correct. The implementation period of the scheme is up to March 2024. The scheme was formulated under the broad skilling policy framework adopted by Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. Samarth aims to incentivize and supplement the efforts of the industry in creating jobs in the organized, textile and related sectors covering the entire value chain of textiles, excluding spinning and weaving. The training program and course curriculum have been rationalized, keeping in view the technological and market demand of the domestic and international economies. The scheme is implemented through implementing partners or IPs comprising of textile industry, industry associations, state government agencies, etc. Next question is Yellowstone National Park was recently in news. It is located in which of the following countries? Cambodia, Indonesia, United States or France? The correct answer is option C, United States. Recently, the Yellowstone National Park has celebrated its 151st anniversary. Yellowstone National Park is the oldest, one of the largest and probably the best known national park in the United States. Therefore, option C is correct. It was established by the US Congress on March 1, 1872 as the country's first national park. Yellowstone was designated a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve in 1976 and a World Heritage Site in 1978. It is situated in a region that has been volcanically and seismically active for tens of millions of years. Next question is with reference to the Reserve Bank of India, consider the following statements. 1. Sir Osborne Smith was the first governor of the Reserve Bank of India. 2. Shaktikant Das is the current governor of the Reserve Bank of India. Which of the above given statement or statements is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Recently, the Reserve Bank of India or RBI has imposed a penalty on Amazon Pay India Private Limited for non-compliance of certain directions related to prepaid payment instruments and Know Your Customer. The Reserve Bank of India was established on April 1, 1935 in accordance with the provisions of the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. The central office of the Reserve Bank was initially established in Kolkata but was permanently moved to Mumbai in 1937. Sir Osborne Smith was the first governor of the RBI, hence statement 1 is correct. Shaktikant Das is the current governor of the RBI. He has also served as India's alternate governor in the World Bank, Asian Development Bank, New Development Bank, and Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank or AIIB. He has represented India in international fora like the IMF, G20, BRICS, SAARC, etc. Hence, statement 2 is also correct. Therefore, option C is correct. Next question is the Archaeological Survey of India or ASI functions under which of the following ministries? Ministry of Culture, Home Affairs, External Affairs or Youth Affairs and Sports. The correct answer is option A, Ministry of Culture. Recently, the Archaeological Survey of India or ASI has discovered 1,300-year-old Buddhist stupa at the Khondalite stone mining site in Odisha. The Archaeological Survey of India or ASI under the Ministry of Culture is the premier organization for the archaeological researches and protection of the cultural heritage of the nation. Therefore, option A is correct. Maintenance of ancient monuments and archaeological sites and remains of national importance is the prime concern of the ASI. Besides, it regulates all archaeological activities in the country as per the provisions of the Ancient Monuments and Archaeological Sites and Remains Act 1958. It also regulates Antiquities and Art Treasure Act 1972. Article 49 of the Constitution of India states that it shall be the obligation of the state to protect every monument or place or object of artistic or historic interest. Article 51A(f) states that it shall be the duty of every citizen of India to value and preserve the rich heritage of our composite culture. Next question is consider the following statements regarding amendment of the Constitution of India. 1. Article 368 in Part 20 of the Constitution deals with the powers of Parliament to amend the Constitution and its procedure. 2. An amendment to the Constitution can be initiated by the state legislature also. Which of the above given statement or statements is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option A, 1 only. Like any other written constitution, the Constitution of India also provides for its amendment in order to adjust itself to the changing conditions and needs. However, the procedure laid down for its amendment is neither as easy as in Britain nor as difficult as in USA. In other words, the Indian Constitution is neither flexible nor rigid but a synthesis of both. Article 368 in Part 20 of the Constitution deals with powers of Parliament to amend the Constitution and its procedure. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The procedure for the amendment of the Constitution as laid down in Article 368 is as follows. An amendment of the Constitution can be initiated only by the introduction of a bill for the purpose in either House of Parliament and not in the state legislatures. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Therefore, option A is correct. The bill can be introduced either by a minister or by a private member and does not require prior permission of the president. The bill must be passed in each house by a special majority, that is, a majority of the total membership of the house and a majority of 2/3 of the members of the house present and voting. Next question is, which among the following statements is not correct regarding the National Commission for Women or NCW? It is a statutory body. It was set in January 1992 under National Commission for Women Act 1990. It reviews the constitutional and legal safeguards for women, or the first commission was constituted on 31st January 1992 with Mrs. Mamta Sharma as the chairperson. The correct answer is option D. The first commission was constituted on 31st January 1992 with Mrs. Mamta Sharma as the chairperson. Recently, the National Commission for Women or NCW has hosted special discussions on the role of media and entertainment in empowering women ahead of International Women's Day. The National Commission for Women was set up as a statutory body in January 1992 under the National Commission for Women Act 1990. It reviews the constitutional and legal safeguards for women. It recommends remedial legislative measures, facilitate redressal of grievances, and advise the government on all policy matters affecting women. The first commission was constituted on 31st January 1992 with Mrs. Jayanti Patnaik as the chairperson. Therefore, option D is correct. Next question is, National Center for Biological Sciences was recently in news. It is located in which of the following cities of India? New Delhi, Bengaluru, Pune, or Chennai? The correct answer is option B, Bengaluru. Recently, India's first and only DNA vaccine candidate for dengue has shown promising results. In preliminary trials on mice, the candidate generated a robust immune response and improved survival rates after exposure to the disease. The DNA vaccine candidate has been in development since 2019 by scientists from the National Center for Biological Sciences, Bengaluru, in collaboration with 9 institutions in India, Africa, and the US. Therefore, option B is correct. Dengue viruses are spread to people through the bite of an infected Aedes species mosquito. These mosquitoes also spread Zika, chikungunya, and other viruses. There is no specific treatment for dengue or severe dengue. Early detection of disease progression associated with severe dengue and access to proper medical care lowers fatality rates of severe dengue to below 1%. Last question is regarding Western Ghats. Which of the following statements are true? 1. They are biodiversity hotspot. 2. They are UNESCO World Heritage Site. 3. They play a huge role in India's monsoon weather pattern. Select the correct answer using the code given below. 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, or 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Recently, the Jadon's narrow-mouthed frog or Uperodon montanus has been rediscovered in Western Ghats after 89 years. They are distributed from near Wayanad south across the Pal Ghat and the Shenkotaha Gaps to the Agatsya Malai Hills. Older than the Himalaya mountains, the mountain chain of the Western Ghats represent geomorphic features of immense importance with unique biophysical and ecological processes. They traverse through the states of Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Goa, Maharashtra, and Gujarat. The Western Ghats are a biodiversity hotspot, a biologically rich but threatened region, and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Hence, statements 1 and 2 are correct. The site's high montane forest ecosystems influence the Indian monsoon weather pattern. Hence, statement 3 is also correct. Therefore, option D is correct. Now it's time for the practice question. Air Quality Index or AQI was launched by the central government in which of the following years? 2014, 2016, 2018 or 2020? Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.